Hi guys, welcome back. It's Chrissy the Crystal Indigo, and I am here with the collective update for the Twin Flames, Light Workers, Star Seeds, Earth Angels, Indigos, Crystal Indigo, Rainbow, however you resonate under the spiritual umbrella, Shaman, the list goes on and on. But I'm here and I'm going to post this frequently as I can to keep you updated on the energies and the shifts and things that are happening. I know you guys probably felt the shifts around your crown chakra, your heart chakra, like really opening up and pulsating very, not fast, but more of a soft kind of flow and opening, right? So that type of energy I was feeling today and yesterday, and as well as your root chakra. So by your bottom, where you're feeling like energy, right? And so that's why I feel it's important to keep you guys updated and in the know about what's happening. So it's very important you follow me on Instagram, check out the IG story, because I do post information about the collective there on the daily, as well as energy updates, any astrological updates. It's very important for you guys so you can understand what's happening with your body overall, right? So to all of my new subscribers, I see you. Thank you so much for joining the family. To all of my Soul Tribe sisters and brothers and clients, thank you for booking sessions, readings, ordering products, whether herbs or, crystal packs. I'm so proud of all of you for doing the work. You can head over to my website at www.chrissythecrystalindigo.com to check out the services and products, as well as my Etsy shop, Chrissy Crystal Indigo. All right. If you guys would like to donate to the channel, you can. If not, subscribing to the channel or follow me on Instagram is the same form as an energy exchange donation. All right. So remember, I posted a couple videos earlier with my products. I also work with herbs on on many levels. And so what I have in my hands, right? This is a special herb that I made for your eyes. So this is for the crow's feet. So this ointment here, or this oil here, helps relieves and get rid of the crow feet and helps your face become a lot tighter. And so I had made this because one of my co-workers was complaining about crow's feet. And so I was like, let me see something. Let me see what I can do. And so I had gave a small bottle like this to my co-worker, and when she was completely done, she came over to my store and was like, hey, you got some more, you got some more of that oil, you got some more of that oil, what's in that? And I was like, okay, I'll get you another batch. But for you guys, if you're interested with anything, whether it's face cream for acne, whether it's soap, whether it's whatever you want it made from a natural ingredients, all herbal, I can do that as well. If you have like sicknesses and things like that, I know the herbs that can, help support, especially if you have, urinary problems or any problems with the, uterus or digestive system or heart or brain or anything like that. This is one of my gifts. So I work with the herbs very well. You just tell me what your, ailment is, and then I will assist you in getting you the support that you need in regards to the herbs. Okay. Or if I need to make an oil, if I need to make a cream, however it resonates. But this is where the world is moving towards. It's no more over-the-counter medicine, dealing with, doctors and things like that, because we actually have the cure right in these plants, right? And so I wanted to put that out there for you guys. You can email me any information that you have, like whatever it is. If it's, some women have problems. I forgot the word or the name of it. It starts with the E, I think, but it's like, around not the digestive system, but the uterine area. And it's like, I looked it up for her, and I'll probably let you guys know towards the end of the video. But it was really amazing for my client. All right. So I'm going to dive right into the reading. You guys let me know how this resonates for you. Okay. So the first card out that we have for the collective, we got the Death card. So this is number 13. So 13 can resonate for you guys. You guys may be seeing 17, 17, 13, 13, 15, 15. So this talks about a death and rebirth. The reason why I say the rebirth, because you see the sun. Anytime you see the sun, that represents source, divine, God, spirit. But what this is talking about, for the collective, we're just letting go and releasing a lot of things that no longer serve us or grow us. And that's been the theme as we've been coming into 2020 and leaving 2020. So know that 2021 is going to be very abundant, very amazing, very beautiful, because we're in that shift of the age of Aquarius. But right now, as a collective, even your divine counterpart, they're really shedding and letting and releasing a lot of things that they feel no longer serve or grow them, right? And whatever's aligned, that is what will remain, okay? So just focus on that energy there, okay? The next card that came out in the first position is the King of Pentacles. So a lot of us in the collective are getting rid of that lack mentality, feeling like we don't have enough, feeling like we aren't enough, feeling like we aren't, aren't magical enough or abundant enough. And with the King of Pentacles coming out, it's telling you that whether you're feminine, whether you're masculine, that, you are going to be in your king status when it comes to your pentacles. So know that 2021, leading up to it as well, that you're going to reach so much abundance. Like, it's all about your thinking. You attract what you think. Right now, the energies are really strong with manifestation. So whatever you're really harboring about, if you're harboring with fear, that's what you're bringing more into your reality. If you're harboring with happiness, that's what you're bringing more into your reality. And notice how for the divine feminines that's in their power and doing their work, you might get down a little bit, then you bounce right back. Like, I got to change my mindset. I got to change my mindset. I got to focus. I got to transmute this energy. And so that's what you need to focus on, and know that your abundance is on the way. Okay. The next card out, we have the Seven of Pentacles. So this is Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn energy as well. So with this, it talks about like how you've planted your seeds. And you know what? You've grown this seed of abundance, and you're plucking a pentacle from it, and you're going to build another one. This is how sure divine is when it comes to your finances, okay? So in regards to your life path and purpose, the more you do your life path and purpose mission work, the more abundant you become. When you're doing what's aligned for you, it comes easy. There's no struggle. There's no fight. There's nothing you have to worry about. And I've seen that. I can attest to that. So when something is in alignment with what spirit has for you, it just flows. There's no struggle. There's no, back and forth. Yeah, there may be a couple hiccups here and there in regards to contracts or paperwork that you may have to sign, but everything else runs smoothly. All right. So they're saying you can plant more seeds and build your abundance even more. But again, it's about your thinking and how you're thinking. And 7, you may be seeing a lot of 7s and synchronicities as of late. The next card out, we have the 8 of Cups. And again, a lot of you guys are choosing self-love. You're focusing on your growth. You're focusing on your mission. You're focusing on your path. Hey, if my divine counterpart got to step off for a second, let my divine counterpart step off. They'll catch up. Because right now I'm being called to be greater. Right now I'm being called to go higher. Right now I'm being called to give the best of me that I can. Not for anyone else, but because I owe it to myself. Right? And you're coming to that realization within this full moon energy. We do have the new moon on December 14th. Now, the overall energy, this card came out yesterday, 9. 9 talks about completions. So if you and your divine counterpart were at odds, you weren't communicating, you weren't being supportive of each other, that is changing. Like, regardless if one wants the other one around or not, they're starting to realize that this is a destined, this is a fated connection, and that, you heal them. You really bring clarity into their immediate surroundings. And it's like, okay, your divine masculine may be a little stubborn, want to do it all on their own. I got this. I don't need anybody. And you're just like, shut up and let's get this going. Right? And so it's beautiful. I pay attention to the colors. I pay attention to what's happened. This is the Aries, Leo, Sagittarius energy. But again, if, things weren't being reciprocated, if your divine counterpart wasn't supportive, that is changing. That's coming to an end. You guys are going to really stand there and you're going to support each other. In the Rider-Waite deck, he's standing there by himself. In the After Tarot, he has a partner to stand with. Right? And under that was the Knight of Pentacles. So there's some offers that's coming forward to be made, right? Keep your energy high, vibe high, and really focus on your life path and purpose mission at this time. The Twin Flame Mystic Oracle cards. But before I do that, I want to dive into the energy that wanted to show itself for the After Tarot. So this card came out yesterday as well, 9. So 9 of Swords, Aquarius, Libra, Gemini energy. So all of your, nightmares, your thoughts, your triggers, all of that is coming to an end. right? You're waking up, you're slaying the dragons, you're putting an end to the triggers in your mental, you're praying for mental clarity, and you're falling back to sleep. You're not going to let anything keep you up at night. For what? You haven't done anything wrong, right? We have the Five of Swords. This is Aquarius, Libra, Gemini energy. 5 talks about changes. And again, you know, there's a victor here, but is it of integrity, right? Like you see two people walking away, swords laid down, like I quit, I give up. And this person here is, you know, waving the swords, and, you know, communication, you know, is coming in, and it talks about changes. So there's a lot of changes that's happening within the collective. A lot of fighting is coming to an end, right? Where there'll be more communication. But remember, it has to be of integrity. We have the Hierophant. This have come out as well within the collective readings. And again, someone's getting information, someone's been studying, someone's been looking things up. And then this is the person who's standing in their power. 5. So you may be seeing synchronicities of 5s. 5 talks about changes. And this person here has everybody listening. So again, for some of you guys who are on your spiritual journey, your life path and purpose, mission, you're speaking to others, you're guiding them, you're giving them readings, you're channeling for them, however it resonates. We have the 6 of Swords, Aquarius, Libra, Gemini energy. And again, communication is up. You know, the divine counterpart here is being supportive of the family, really moving them to calmer waters, away from anything that's rocky or, you know, confusing. And this is the energy that we want to see. The next card out, we have the 8 of Pentacles, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn energy. And with this individual is stepping back and looking at everything that they've brought to, you know, into fruition, all of their abundance. Like, wow, like I really did this. Like I really saved. I really worked my tail off. And so that's the energy for some of you guys. The next card out, we have the 10 of Cups. This is Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio energy. And there's those twin flame colors, red and blue, that magnetic attraction. And so this is completion. This is what you're coming for. You're coming to, you know, a person being able to speak their emotions, to open up their heart, to say what's on their mind, to really have that family unit. And again, with a lot of our divine counterparts, that was one thing that was really frustrating for the divine feminine to go through, was really breaking through the wall and to get any sort of type of communication. Just scream how you feel, for crying out loud, right? Some of the divine masculines were so scared to open up their heart, had their throat chakra blocked. It was like, you can't communicate, you can't be emotional. Like, well, what can you do, right? And so a lot of that is coming to a completion. Like, I'm able to communicate to you, I'm able to talk to you, I'm able to tell you, you know, what's been on my heart, right? So this is beautiful for the collective. For divine masculine in the twin flame oracle deck, we have Mask. And so this is one of the cards that wanted to show itself as well. But again, a lot of the divine masculines were wearing masks. They didn't want you to know I have spiritual gifts. They didn't want you to know I understand what you've been communicating to me. They didn't want you to know or see them vulnerable, right? Or opened up and just really, you know, allow themselves to you. But that is changing. The mask is coming off. The next card out is Return. So a lot of your divine masculines, for the waves that I'm tuning in with this card, your masculine is on their way to you now. Some of the divine masculines have been in communication with their divine feminine, but still it isn't the progress that we need. It's slow moving progress, right? And so some of your divine masculines are still in that energy of slowly moving forward, and then they slowly take a step back. Others of you, your divine masculine is like, I know what I want. I'm ready. I'm coming for you right now. I'm returning, right? Divine masculine. So for the divine masculine, those who were unawakened, are realizing that they are a divine masculine and you are their counterpart, and they're researching what is a divine masculine. Okay. The next card out, we have Stuck. They're just like, for some in the collective, they're just like stuck. They're confused. They don't know to go right, don't know to go left. They're just confused. They don't want to lose their divine feminine, but they know if they don't straighten up, there's a chance that they could lose their divine feminine. Now, we know as divine feminines that we always will have space for our divine counterpart, but our divine masculines are very fearful of the divine feminine just completely giving up and walking away. You feel that in your energy, right? And if this is resonating with you, like, share, comment, subscribe. And divine feminine spread. First card out is third party. Again, third party doesn't always have to be another female, male. This can also be kids, jobs, whatever gets into, in the way of your connection that really brings that heavy dark energy in between your connection. That's what a third party interference is. And so, for example, for myself, it would be my divine counterpart's job, right? Because it's like I'm always working, I'm always busy, and I'm just like, dang, if you got this new job and I knew it was going to be like this, I would have told you to stay at the old one. You know what I mean? So it's like a job can be a huge issue, right? Or, you know, however it resonates for you. Some of them, they have children where they just, there's co-parenting issues. And it's like, man, like, I can't win for losing, right? But it's up to the divine masculine to step into their power and make the right adjustments. I need to create boundaries. I need to be able to have time for my divine feminine, time for my kids, time for my job, and, you know, whatever fun things I want to do. And it's called creating a schedule for yourself, right? So easy. The divine feminines are going through their inner child work, right? Purging past life, you know, things that they've dealt with, or things that they dealt with as a child is starting to come up to the forefront for that final purge. And so as of late, the divine feminine's been feeling that energy when their divine masculines neglect them or make them feel abandoned. And then it triggers those wounds of how, you know, in the past that, you know, their mother or father or whomever, you know, wasn't, you know, there or for them when they really needed them. So the divine feminine is going through those inner child wounds where, you know, the divine masculine is mirroring that to the divine feminine, and divine feminine has to really find his or her inner strength to shake that, move that, right, with power, stepping into your power. The next card out is victim. And so some of the divine feminines are just like, you know, man, like, why did I allow this to go on for so long? Like, why am I holding on? Like, what's the purpose? Like, I know there's a method to the madness, but it's just like, it shouldn't feel this way. It shouldn't feel this bad, right? It's like I have all this open, unconditional love for this individual, and I'm just getting breadcrumbs. Some of the divine feminines feel this way. I give and I give and I give, and it's like never appreciated, right? And so when you get in this energy, that's when you click on that self-love and high drive, right? Next card out is bound. So some of the divine feminines feel like they're bound to this connection. Like, I really can't shake it. Like, even if I try to talk to someone else, my soul is always yearning and looking for the divine counterpart. And I want to go back to the way that I was before. I want to go back to the way things were before I knew my divine masculine, because I had so much control over my emotions, over my heart space. I didn't allow myself to be this open. And then you see the reason, right? You see the purpose. And this is beautiful, right? So the overall energy, fall. So we're in fall now. We don't go into winter till December 21st. So something significant is happening within the fall. Changes within your divine counterpart, changes within you. There's the 11th symbol there, awakenings. There's a lot of changes, light codes, downloads, ascension symptoms happening. And again, that 1212 portal, that 1221 portal, we're going to see some huge changes. And I want you guys to write me when you get your aha moments, okay? The energy that wanted to show itself, divine timing. When I saw that, I was like, yep, here we go. Divine timing. Signs. So we're all seeing the synchronicities, the number patterns, right? Deception. And so that's when we talk about those triggers. You could be just sitting there chilling, minding your own business, and then all of a sudden you start getting images of your divine counterpart with somebody else. You start hearing low vibrational words, you know, about your connection. You start thinking of scenarios in your mind that your divine counterpart is not being of integrity with you. Like, there's so much, right? And you have to quiet the noise and call on your guides in this case. Next card out, settling. So some of you feel like you're settling, like, I'm not getting what I know I deserve. I'm not. And I feel like I'm settling. And it's like the things that I'm asking is so easy to do. And why is it so hard for you to even meet me part of the way, right? The next card out is abandoned. So this card came out yesterday as well. A lot of you in the collective feel you're abandoned. Like, some of you are home alone. Some of you, you know, feel like you're surrounded by people and still alone, right? Next energy, material world. And so it's like, it's not all about the materialisticness when it comes to this connection, when it comes to what I want from my divine counterpart. You know, it's the small things that matter. It's the little things that matter. It's the, hey, did you eat today? That will set my soul on fire, right? Hey, how are you doing? Good morning. Instead of you, divine feminine, reaching out, doing all the work, making the effort, feeling like you're the divine masculine, right? The next card out, we have soulmate energy. For some in the collective, some will choose to be with a soulmate. And it's not in your contract this lifetime to be with your divine counterpart, right? And, you know, you have many lives with your divine counterpart. And that's why it's so important to get your Akashic records, to get your past life regression. Because had I not gotten that, I wouldn't have known I had many lives with my divine counterpart. I knew something was special because of how my soul screamed when we made eye contact. That is true. That is very true. Hey, I remember you. I remember you. And I'm standing at the elevator like, what? What the hell? I'm like, let me stay calm because I don't want this person to think like I'm crazy. Our first meeting, I kid you not, my soul almost flew out my chest. And it's true. They recognize each other, right? So we're going to dive into the messages of love. Oracle cards by Kristen at All Things Intuitive. The first card out that actually wanted to show itself is spiritual lesson. This person is in your life to teach you a spiritual lesson. And you guys have expanded so much on your journeys upon meeting your divine counterpart in your life path and purpose mission, what you're called to do for work. The next card out is patience. Everything will unfold in divine timing. So another card of divine timing and patience. That's all we've been getting as of late. Trust, patience, divine timing. Support. Lean on your inner circle during this time. Now, again, a lot of your friends and family is not going to understand what a twin flame connection is. I would advise you to talk to your spirit guides, your soul sisters, soul brothers about this connection, because your family will tell you flat out, leave them. And I don't understand why you didn't leave a long time ago when you found out about that karmic, or when they were standing you up on dates, and et cetera, et cetera. The list goes on, and you know I'm telling the truth for some of you. The next card out, time apart. Some distance will help bring clarity. So when you have your alone time away from each other, you start to get those aha moments, right? Overall energy, leap of faith. It says it's safe to make the move you're considering. It's safe to make the move you are considering. Now let's jump into the energy that wanted to show itself. We have friendship. This friendship is leading to more. We have soulmate. Again, your soulmate loves, accepts, and respects you unconditionally. We have denial. Detach with love to clearly see the truth. We have intuition. You already know the answer you seek. And we have mastery. You've learned the spiritual lesson. And with these connections, it's all about unconditional love, right? So in the Moonology spread, the first card out is don't let your past hold you back. This is for the divine masculine. This card has come out several times, right? For the divine masculine, don't let your past hold you back. Don't worry about what happened before. When the divine feminine accepts you back into his or her life, or accepts you into, you know, if he or she has said, I've forgiven you, then that's what it is. They're not worried about the past or what happened or what you did wrong or how it was messed up when they're in that unconditional love. Because I'm not thinking about that. I'm thinking about forward. I'm thinking about the now, right? Next card out, surrender to the divine. Wow. So Spirit is asking the divine masculines, just surrender. You can surrender willingly or unwillingly. And I tell you, I want the less painful route. I'm sorry. Right? For divine feminine, a personal issue reaches resolution. Full moon in Cancer. A personal issue reaches resolution. The answers you need are coming. Full moon in Gemini. The answers you need are coming. Full moon in Gemini. We just had the full moon in Gemini, didn't we? Right? Conclusions are within reach, guys. So we're going to dive into the Lightworker Oracle spread. For divine masculine, mirror. This has come out a lot for the divine masculine. It says, what Who or what is triggering you? Who or what is triggering you? For Divine Feminine, Council of Light, Divine Orchestration, help us in the subtle realm. So you have your ancestors, your spirit guides, your angels, divine source, God, spirit, really helping you with this connection, especially at this point in time. Because it's getting to the point where enough is enough. And even spirit, source, God, divine sees how much Divine Feminine is holding on and trying to be patient, trying to hold space. And it's getting to be a bit much. So now Divine has stepped in. Overall energy, trust the niggle. What is the niggling feeling trying to tell you? And this goes back to your intuition as well, right? But for me, I'm very communicative. You can tell me the truth, and that's all I want. Of course, I'll be upset, right? Who wouldn't be? Of course, I'll be upset. But I will have so much respect for you more that you are being honest. And that goes in any situation, right? So I'm going to dive into the Life Purpose Oracle deck. First spread for Divine Masculine. Artist. Engaging in artistic activities is beneficial to your career and every other area of your life. Animals. You understand animals and communicate with them intuitively. Trust your inner guidance as the animals are a part of your life work. So these are some of the Divine Masculine's gifts. Environmentalist. You are an earth angel who was born to protect, nurture, and teach about nature and the animals. Okay. For Divine Feminine. School. The answers that you are seeking involves going to school. So that could also mean watching a tarot workshop, watching an Akashic Records workshop. School can resonate in many different ways. Watching one of my classes. The next card out is Heart Desires. The angels are supporting, guiding, and protecting you as your dreams become a reality. So for the Divine Feminine, all your dreams, everything you've asked for, everything you've wished for, all you're going to get is yes. The answer is yes. Spirit is definitely supporting you. You stepped up. You answered the call. You're on your life path, purpose, mission. And that's all Spirit wanted you to do. Have faith, leap, and the universe will catch you, right? Next card out for Divine Feminine, Teaching. You inspire young people to learn. So some of you guys may be teachers, are starting to be teachers, work in the teaching field, or maybe starting little light worker classes for little indigo, starseed, and rainbow children and golden children, right? Helping the parents know how to work with their spiritually gifted child, right? Overall energy, oracle cards. It says, you are able to discern answers, guidance for yourself and others. So quite a few of you in the collective definitely work with cards. Every day I'm shuffling. That's guided by Angel. She's so cool, right? And so this is one of your gifts, and this is for both Divine Masculine and Divine Feminine, right? Under that, we have Healer. You have the spiritual gift of healing and a desire to share it with others. So doctor, nurse, healer, shaman, like however it resonates, okay? All right, guys, we're going to dive into some information that I have for you guys. So, really quick, I talked to you guys about the oils. I talked to you guys about the herbs. I talked to you guys about the crystals. Now, I did see a lot of questions about how to work your spiritual gifts. So for you guys that are new on the channel, I want you to scroll through my video log, and there is a video called Raise Your Vibe. I want you to watch that video all the way to the end and then do the exercise that I did towards the end of the video in regards to healing. So when you want to work your healing gifts, you first have to understand how to work your healing gifts. You first have to understand, like, what type of healer are you, okay? And so How do you work your gifts? You tune in, you ask spirit, you talk to source, you talk to divine. But when it comes to your hands, these are very special. You understand me? So you can't just go around putting your hands on anybody, and you can't do healing if you're really broken yourself. So for example, when I went through the roughest part of my life, right? I lost my daddy in 2016. I lost my young sibling in 2016. I lost my best friend in 2015. There was a lot of deaths around me, right? Threes and threes and threes. And so during that time, I'd always known about my sight as a kid. I always knew about me being able to feel. I always could hear. But I didn't know anything about my hands until 2014. All right. I knew something was with my hands. I didn't know how to use my hands until after June of 2016. Does it make sense? So I had all those deaths between 2014 leading up to 2016. So after my daddy died, that is exactly when I learned how to send out the healing energy. How to, I don't even have to touch you. You understand what I'm saying? And you'll see that from the video. And it's very important to put a protective shield around yourself before you start doing any type of work. Ask the person that you're doing the healing work for, do they accept your permission, whether, subconsciously or unconsciously? And that has to be a factor, because if they're not wanting the work and you're sending energy and they catapult it back because they're rejecting it, you can end up not being able to use your hands. Seriously. And so that's what happened to me. I was like, oh, I'm so excited. I'm just giving out energy, sending love and light, and almost was paralyzed in both my arms. And, God didn't fault me for that, because I didn't know any better. Because that's why it's important. You do the classes, you write me and you get information, and we do sessions online together. So you guys can understand it. Yes, I can move. I did it on myself before I did it to anybody. And when I did it, I was just like, oh man, I'm like, this is dope. And so it's a beautiful gift to have. It's very, very beautiful. Very, very beautiful. And sometimes you're called to do that, even in the middle of Manhattan. If you're walking down the street, or Chicago or something, and you're walking past somebody in spirit, it's like, that person. And you got to get over there and do what you're told to do, right? Because you feel bad. You feel sad, like you're letting spirit, source, divine, God down, right? And so there was one time when I was at my job, right? And so like this lady, she came in, like she couldn't, and it's on my Facebook page as well. You can go watch the video. And she came in and she couldn't hear. She had a bad like flu, something, I don't know. But when it got like simmered down, her hearing wasn't the same. And so like I looked at her and like I like put my head down, and I was like, oh, I'm like, come here for a second. And so she stood in front of the registers, and like immediately you go into this trance when you're doing the work for spirit. And I put my hands around her ears, and I put just like this, I just put my hands around her head. And like I just looked at her, and like I sent all of that beautiful like love, God energy, that spirit worked through me, and I worked through to her. And immediately she looks at me and she goes, what are you? She was like, I can hear. And I giggled, and I gave her a hug, and I was like, shh, keep it on the low. Because I didn't want people just showing up in the middle of my job like, she's the one. Like, I'm very, very protective about things like that, right? And my friends don't do it either. Like, they know. And they'll be like looking at me, like trying to like see me, people around me, and trying to see if I like got a scan, or if somebody's like not of integrity. And I'm like, guys, like, dude, like chill out. They're like, all right, sorry. I'm like, you're being weird. So it's a beautiful thing. I share these stories with you guys because I don't want you to be afraid. I don't want you to feel like you're weird or you're not going to be accepted. This is your family. I don't care what other people think about you. You should care what you think about you. And you're on this channel. We're a family, and I love you guys 100%. Because guess what? Every time you guys watch a video, every time you guys ask me a question, every time you guys order a product, that lets me know I'm doing something right. You understand what I'm saying? And as you look, my exchanges aren't expensive by far at all, period. It's a reason for that, right? Because at the end of the day, this is my life path and purpose mission. And I know if God wanted me to open a spiritual crystal shop up, he'll set that in motion. If he wants me to tour the world and heal and speak to people, he'll set that up. Everything happens according to plan. And you will always be protected because you're always doing the work, and you're doing the work for the right reasons. So again, if you have any questions, email me. I saw your comments. I hope this helped. And if you want to book a session, remember Akashic Records, Past Life Regression, only Sundays and Thursdays. That energy takes me out. Twin Flame Healing. You can book any other crystal healing and things like that. It's all in office. If you guys want to come to the office and you want to do it in person, I'm open to that. I'm not afraid of anything, right? We're divinely protected. So if you need office in-house hours, let me know. Write it in the comments. Not the comment sections. Email me. If you're in the Jersey, Connecticut, New York area, you want to fly in, that's totally fine as well. And again, if you guys need me to speak at events, if you guys want me to come to a group, it doesn't matter. Email me. We can discuss. All right. So I'm sending you guys so much love and light, and I will talk to you soon. Take care.